In this video, we're exploring the four main types of web hosting: what they are, how they work, their pros and cons, and when each one fits best. By the end, you'll have a clear picture of which hosting type suits your goals, whether it's a personal blog, a business site, or an online app. Before we dive into the types, here's the foundation. When you create a website, it needs to live on a server, a computer that stores your files and delivers them to visitors when they type your web address. That service, renting space and resources on that server, is called web hosting. Let's start with the first type, shared hosting. Think of shared hosting like living in an apartment building. You've got your own space, but you're sharing the building's resources, the elevator, parking, utilities, with everyone else. In hosting terms, your website lives on the same server with hundreds of other websites. You all share the CPU, RAM, and bandwidth. We're talking around $2 to $10 a month. Some providers go as low as $2 for promotional rates, though expect renewals to jump to about $10 to $15. This is perfect if you're just starting out. Maybe a personal blog, a small business website, or a portfolio. If you're expecting under 5,000 visitors a month, shared hosting will handle it just fine. But here's what they don't always tell you. If another website on your server suddenly gets a traffic spike, your site might slow down. It's like someone in your apartment building throwing a huge party. Everyone feels it. Shared hosting is your starting point. It's cheap, easy to manage, and honestly, most beginners don't need anything more powerful. Just know when it's time to upgrade. Next comes VPS hosting. VPS stands for Virtual Private Server. This is like upgrading from that apartment to a condo. You're still in a building with others, but now you've got dedicated resources that nobody else can touch. The physical server is divided into separate virtual servers. Each one operates independently with its own CPU, RAM, and storage allocation. You're looking at around $20 to $100 per month, depending on how much power you need. Most decent VPS plans sit around $40 to $60 monthly. This is your sweet spot when your website starts growing. If you're hitting 10,000 to 50,000 monthly visitors, running an online store, or need more control over your server settings, VPS makes sense. Developers love VPS because you get root access, meaning you can install custom software and configure things exactly how you want. You'll need some technical knowledge. Unlike shared hosting where everything is managed for you, VPS requires you to handle more of the backend stuff. Unless you go with managed VPS, which costs more but takes that headache away. If one of your virtual servers has issues, you need to fix it yourself. VPS is that perfect middle ground. More power and control than shared hosting, but way more affordable than dedicated. It's where most growing businesses eventually land. Now let's talk cloud hosting. Cloud hosting is different from everything we've talked about. Instead of your website living on one physical server, it's spread across multiple servers in a network. Think of it like your files on Google Drive. They're not on one computer somewhere. They're distributed across multiple data centers. This one varies the most. Typically $20 to $100 per month. But here's the key difference. You usually pay for what you actually use. Heavy traffic month, higher bill. Quiet month, lower bill. Cloud hosting shines when your traffic is unpredictable. Launching a product, running seasonal promotions, building a startup that might blow up overnight. Cloud hosting scales instantly. It's also great if uptime is critical for your business. If one server goes down, your site automatically shifts to another server in the network. No downtime. That pay-as-you-go pricing can get expensive fast if you're not careful. During a viral traffic spike, your hosting bill might surprise you. Bottom line, cloud hosting is ideal if uptime and scalability are critical for your business. And finally, dedicated hosting. Dedicated hosting means you rent an entire physical server, just for you. Nobody else. It's like owning the whole building instead of renting an apartment. Every single resource, CPU, RAM, storage, bandwidth, belongs entirely to your website. Now we're talking serious money, $80 to $500 per month, sometimes more. Entry-level dedicated servers start around $70 to $120. This is for the big players. We're talking high-traffic websites pulling 500,000 plus visitors monthly, large e-commerce platforms, video streaming sites, or businesses handling sensitive financial data. If you need maximum performance, total control, and enterprise-level security, dedicated hosting is your answer. Besides the price tag, you need serious technical expertise. You're responsible for everything: server configuration, security updates, maintenance, all of it. Most people hire a system administrator just to manage their dedicated server. It's also not very flexible. You've got a fixed amount of resources. If you suddenly need more, you can't just click a button. You need to physically upgrade hardware. Dedicated hosting is overkill for most people. But when your business hits that scale where performance and security can't be compromised, it's the only real option. So there you have it: shared, VPS, cloud, and dedicated hosting explained without the technical jargon. Here's our advice: start small and scale up. You can always upgrade your plan as your site grows. That's often smarter than overpaying early on. If this helped you make sense of hosting, then please like the video and subscribe to our channel. And if you've got questions about which hosting is right for your specific situation, drop them in the comments. We read every single one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.